I am PUMSQUATCH, hello, and the PlayStation 5 is officially revealed. They revealed the PlayStation 5, the console itself, the kinds that are going to be coming out when it initially drops, as well as some other of the many specs that are very important and some things that are included with it and what we should overall just really expect. Not only that, the memes that people have been making about it are just on point. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at what the PlayStation 5 is and what we come to expect before we get into the memes. First and foremost, in case you're having any second guesses, yes, the PlayStation 5 is Sony's next-gen PlayStation console, replacing their PS4 Slim and PS4 Pro, in case you weren't quite sure of that yet. The PS5 will have an AMD Zen 2 based CPU with 8 cores at 3.5 GHz and 16 GB of GDDR6 memory and a custom RDNA 2 AMD GPU that puts out 10.28 teraflops of processing power. So yeah, if you didn't believe it before, this just shows this is their next generation of consoles. It's going to have ray tracing, a solid state drive, and a 4K Blu-ray player in case you ever wanted one for your entertainment system. Boom, it's going to be right included into the console itself. And it will be backwards compatible with a huge swath of PlayStation 4's game catalog, which we will get into in just a moment here. Let it be known, I'm reading this from techradar.com, or TechRadar basically, and they put in some key facts that we should know. What is it? It is the next generation of console. When is it going to be released? Holiday of 2020, so just in time for Christmas if you want to get it for yourself, a family member, or just your kids because they just want the newest and hottest thing. And they also revealed a ton of games that are going to be on it, everything from Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn sequel, the Demon's Souls remake, Resident Evil 8, and much more. Personally, I think that this one, Demon's Souls right here, is a very interesting choice, and possibly a very good choice, because with the whole success of the Dark Souls series and franchise, I feel like a lot of people have been wanting to try this game out, and so what better time to remake it than when a new console is coming out, so they can remake all the areas, all the characters, all the designs, weapons, and make it look more beautiful and more crisp and clean than on any generation of console was ever able to reproduce ever before. It will be VR ready, so yeah, you'll be able to do VR on it. And as for the cost, people have only been speculating so far, but it has yet to be confirmed. A lot of people have been speculating that it's going to be around the $499 mark, and I could see that happening. With what they're putting into this console, this one piece of technology, I can honestly see it reaching that $499 mark and possibly even more depending on what's going to come with it. When it comes to these consoles, one major thing that is a huge selling point that makes people want to get it are the exclusives. What games can you only find on that one console alone? If it launches and there aren't any games or aren't any bundles that you can get this console with, then that's going to be a problem. That's going to hold it back, and it's going to keep a lot of people from spending their money to buy this piece of technology. Fortunately, just because a new console is coming out, that does not mean you have to leave every single game you got behind. Kind of. Well, kind of similar to the Xbox One. Yes, backwards compatibility is the phrase I am talking about here. At launch, the PS5 will support backwards compatibility for the majority of the top 100 PS4 games, according to Sony's Mark Cerny. And they do want to bump this up to almost all PS4 games at some point, which is definitely a good, it's a good goal to have. Xbox sort of does the same thing, where they update their catalog of games that they have backwards compatible from the Xbox 360 era on the Xbox One, but they're not really doing that as much. It's pretty rare to get a game that's backwards compatible or added to the list of backwards compatible games, because the ones who decide whether to make the game backwards compatible are the developers themselves, and most of the time, they just don't see that it's profitable anymore, and they just don't do it. So, when I hear Sony saying, oh yeah, we're gonna make pretty much almost every single PlayStation 4 game backwards compatible, I'm a little hesitant to believe almost every single one. I mean, maybe about half of them is believable, at least, but every single one, that's a bit of a stretch. It's a bit of a stretch, because at some point, they just are gonna stop caring and stop wanting to try. So, you kind of have a hardware reveal trailer that's almost hypnotizing to a point, you know? But that's not the important thing. What's important is this, right here. The way it looks. Because, oh boy, the way it looks, much like with what happened with the Xbox One, people made some spicy memes about it. Like, let's take a look at Twitter just alone. Just look at this. I'm gonna be honest, when I first saw this one, it tricked me for a second, like, alright, you got me. And then this one just, okay, that's slightly convincing too. And this is just a coffee maker, okay? I don't care what you tell me, this is just a coffee maker. But the sad part is, it looks similar to it. Look at the curve and everything it has. It's ridiculously similar to it. Then there's this, the Tower of Mordor, and the memes are spicy. The memes are really spicy. Oh my god. Who wore it better, guys? Who wore it better? Leave your vote down in the comment section down below. I can't look at it. Oh my, oh, and then this one, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This one legitimately got me. I didn't even realize this was the PlayStation 5 when I first glanced at it. Then I realized, wait, there's a disc slot right here, and he doesn't have any arms. Because if you don't notice those two things, it looks just like him. Everything and all. I love the memes. I love the memes for this. Then you have just the image of how it looks, and it's going to be coming in two kinds. There will be a digital edition and just a regular plain edition as well. And from what I can tell, there's not going to be much of a major difference between the two other than the fact of one's not going to have a disc tray. And some people may just feel like, well, what's the point? If I'm going to get a PlayStation 5, I may as well get one that has all the features in it. Well, kind of. It depends who you are. Some people just prefer not to use discs. Some people are just digital exclusive. One thing that I really don't like about this is that, yeah, it has a solid state drive, but it's only 1 terabyte. And if you've been playing any large number of games, or even more than just 10 or 20 games during this generation, you've realized that you've had to delete games off your PlayStation 4 before if you wanted to play anything else, especially if they're AAA games. AAA games could be up, what, 100 gigs, sometimes even close to 200? That's insane for one game. Like, I remember when I first got my 360, how much space it had. It had like 250 gigs. And I was able to fit a lot of games on it, and when I had to delete one because I didn't have enough space, I was legitimately, like, surprised. But nowadays, it's a thing of, oh, I'm dreading when I have to do that. I legitimately think about that, and I dread that time is going to come, because I know it will come, and there's ultimately nothing I can do unless I just stop buying games. Let's be honest, that's not going to happen. Oh my gosh. That's a cursed image. The design is kind of funky, it really is. Hashtag PlayStation 5, let's see what comes up.
I don't need it.
Oh, wow. Oh.
I don't need it.
SpongeBob always has the perfect meme for everything. Who? Ratchet and Clank?
I need it!
I love it. Oh, that's a console seller right there. This Spider-Man game is a console seller. What the heck? What's this? I can't look at that. I can't look at it. I can't. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Me, one of my kidneys. What, is it serious? It is. What the heck, guys? Thanks, internet. I needed that. Oh, shoot. Yeah. One of these on launch is all it takes. Yeah, it really is. Oh my gosh. That is the sickest looking PS5 I think I will ever see for the foreseeable future. What the? Did somebody already loot the PlayStation 5? Oh, I'm mad now. I'm upset. Come on, it hasn't even been a day, guys. What the? Really? Oh, wow, that's actually really well made. Like, that's good art. This would be the, remember, this is the day in PlayStation history when furries got spoiled so hard. Yep, fair enough. Trying to make a character design of the new PlayStation 5, but she just looks like a statue. Oh well. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty cool looking. I like that. I like the way that looks. I mean, I'm sure the other one up here is gonna be a little bit more popular, but I'm liking this one right here. What the? Batman? I love it. Oh, payment option, kidney, Visa, MasterCard. Of course it's gonna be kidney. Come on, guys, we can't afford it any other way. It's gonna release at $1,000. The price of the PlayStation 5 is professional voice acting. 10 out of 10. Would love to hear it again. Except if it's a female voice, because I suck at those. Is this the new Horizon Zero Dawn? Forbidden West. Ooh, oh, that looks interesting. That looks good. That looks beautiful. Nice. Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Ratchet and Clank. I'm so interested in this one, actually. And this one. Yeah, she is not gonna survive on the internet. Thanks, Rule 34. What the heck? If you want to legally sell your heart in the US, it can be purchased for about $1 million. Livers come in second, worth about $557,000, and kidneys cost about $262,000 each. What the actual heck is this? Oh my gosh. No one, my sick mind. I'm not sure what I expected, but this wasn't it. Should I be okay with this or not? I think we're done here. Yeah, we need to call it there. We've gone far enough. We've gone far enough now. We've gone far enough. We've gone far enough. Oh, no, we have not actually. Yes, this is good. Okay. Okay, we're done. Alright, so the big question. Which console am I going to be getting this holiday season when they both release? Am I going to be going with Xbox or PlayStation? Well, the answer is I'm not going with either one. And my reason being, of course, is that when these consoles are released and are introduced to the public, they have their own issues. They have things that they need to work out. They need to work out the kinks because they don't release perfectly on day one. It is extremely rare when a console does in fact do this and pull this off successfully. But even more so then, these models that they bring out are, one, they are very expensive, and two, they typically aren't the best right out the gate. So as the years do go on, they will get better and they will improve and perfect them over time. But until then, we are going to have sort of these imperfect machines. We saw this when the Xbox One and the PS4 initially launched, and so I feel like we're going to see a lot of the same thing when these consoles do drop in the holiday season later this year. That doesn't mean I'm not going to get them sometime later down the line, but I am definitely going to wait for the inevitable price drop and the inevitable better versions that will come out in the future. Anyways guys, thank you all very much for watching, really do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this video or the content within. If you did, feel free to leave a like, let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments section down below, as well as telling me which one are you gonna get, which one do you like better, and which one do you hope to get when it comes to the holiday season later this year. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching, really do appreciate it, and as always, I am PUMSQUATCH, goodbye.